Nick Petit-Frere out of Florida is the kind of guy that we always kind of thought had a chance to have five-star potential. You look at him, he's always had the length. He's always kind of had the light feet and the technique. We waited for him to put it all together and to add size, and he's done that in the last year. We saw him at the Under Armour All-American game where, he looked a lot stronger than he had in the past. He's maintained the quick feet. He was by far one of the best linemen at the event, maybe the best lineman at the event. And really just impressed from the word go. He looked good in the game. He looked great in practices where, he really went up against some of the elite defensive linemen and won most of those reps. So it was nice to see him competing against guys that he'll be competing against at the highest levels in colleges. He took on an Alabama commit and looked good. He looked great among the elite, and that's all you can ask for with a guy with a perfect build like Petit-Frere boasts. As far as college goes, he's an interesting one because he doesn't do many interviews, and when he does, he says very little. So it's hard to kind of get a gauge on where he's leaning. He loved the Florida staff before the coaching change. He loves this new Florida staff. I think they're heavily involved. I think Notre Dame is also very heavily involved here, and then Alabama as well. And I think those are the three main schools, and none of them would shock us. Him going to Florida certainly would not be a surprise, and neither would the other two schools. He's one that most of the time we have a pretty good idea on where these kids are going to go by the time it gets down the stretch. But with him, it could go either way. It'll be really interesting to kind of watch how this unfolds in the coming weeks.